14:43 or 2:43 p.m. of the 13th of February 2024. I have returned from Pellipuram Dental Clinic, who, as I have mentioned earlier, is our family dental doctor. Uh, it's not just dental doctor. The family is really close to us. So after that, I'm talking like this because my wisdom tooth is gone right now, and I am under the influence of the pain killing medicine, and I took an antibiotic and paracetamol injection since I was taking antibiotics as an injection, because normally antibiotics would cause problem with my stomach, making me have diarrhea. So uh, I had especially requested the doctor uncle to give an antibiotic injection instead. That's why that was given. So since that was taken as an injection, paracetamol too was taken as an injection at World Hospital, where I got to meet a lot of Chechi's sisters whom I got to know resides near our house, so got to meet them new. Yes, although I am this old, I'm really excited at meeting new kind of people. It would be I would be a little more satisfied if I could actually help out people than simply spend I don't know, just instead of spending some time without any fruitfulness. I would like to spend time uh, in a useful way. I mean, uh, I would like to follow APJ's principle of give whatever you can. In whatever things you do, you must always remember to give instead of thinking what you can get. So I love living that way. That's why I'm still excited about meeting new people. And mind you, if you are not excited about new things, or if you feel like you don't want to do new things, always remember, if you are doing that, you are inviting death, because the only place that you are safe and secure is your grave. That's what a yogi has once said. It's better to venture out into whatever experience you're supposed to get, and then you're living. Yeah. And about my teeth, it's okay right now, mainly because I follow a sattvic diet. Normally my healing process is really high, because I'm not overburdening my stomach with food that it cannot focus on healing. So because of that, my bleeding has also stopped. I think normally it stops for everyone after 1 to 2 hours. Mine also has stopped. I'm not doing any rigorous activity, just being cautious. And right now I'm gonna eat Trifala churnam with water, mix it with water and drink it, because it's easier. And when I eat, I think I could be taking ABC juice, which means apple, beetroot and carrot, and some other ingredients will be mixed along with it. Normally my mom takes this juice because she takes it tasty. When I take it, it has another taste, non drinkable taste. So that would be what would happen about my food. And at night, I would probably take cocoa milk. This time without any warmth, because for the teeth, it's better to avoid warmth for 2 to 3 days. Till tomorrow, I'm supposed to not even move. I'm allowed to do really slow yoga, although no yoga is recommended. But I love to do yoga because it keeps my mind really clear and makes me happy. It's actually a physical brain connection. We are actually clearing our mind or brain through physical activities and reinforcing new neurological connections, etc. If I go even a little more into that, I would have to have to explain a lot of things. So I'm not going in detail into that. And after doing all these things, we drove home. I we drove to the Pearl Hospital, and it was me who drove the car. And I'm saying that I drove the car because usually there's a stigma about girls not driving, and also there's another stigma of always being dependent on somebody else. That uh, every time in your life, always remember you are always your own responsibility. You should be able to take care of yourself. That's why you have to keep healthy and do everything, learn everything you can. And as for me, I had learned driving when I was in 10th standard. Also, although it is not legal, but you must remember that if you are responsible, it doesn't matter which age you are, to drive or do anything that adults are normally considered being able to do, because you should be responsible. That is the only difference. Some people become responsible at a very old age, maybe 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, like that. Some people, some kids become responsible even at a littler age. So it just matters not on the age, but how much responsibility you take for the things that you do. So as for me, I learned driving when I was in 10th standard. It's a very comic story because I have been urging my dad to teach me to drive since I was very little, and it is because of my dad, I believe, that I have a craze for driving and I'm not afraid of it. Because when we used to have a Premier Padmini Deluxe BE Fiat, which was cosmic color, the color doesn't matter right now, but that whenever my dad used to check the headlights, brake lights, and so many other things, he would actually make me uh, put my leg on the pedal, I mean press the pedal and do things like that when I was a really small kid itself. So that he made me very familiar with that. And besides, I got my attitude of being fearless or while driving, or being fearless in the face of adversity, or being trying to be at least trying to be calm in the face of adversity from my dad. There are so many such very calm qualities that I imbibed from him. And due to all this, I had developed a really huge craze for driving when I was little. So I had been urging my dad to teach me to drive from a really little age. He once used to tell me, at least reach my height. It means his height, so that at least my leg would touch the pedal. Like that, he used to make fun of me. And then I reached his height when I was in 8th standard. At that time, uh, he had to make me learn to drive, because that's what he had promised, and normally my dad keeps his promise, because of which that time I gave a beetle leaf and paku. I am sorry that I forgot the English name of paku. Vetta and paku, beetle leaf and paku, as a dakshina or an offering to my guru, who is my dad, and he taught me to start the car and put the gears. And mind you, when I was in 7th standard, we got our first Maruti 800, and whenever my dad drove, wherever he drove, when I was there, it was me who changed the gears according to the speed that the car was going at, and used to do such things like that. And due to which it was me who drove to Pearl Hospital and also back home, and because of the pain killing injection and paracetamol, it wasn't much of a hurdle driving from here to there and things like that. And girls can drive, every girl should do that. And don't believe what the society tells, that girls cannot do driving, girls are always afraid of driving, and so many other things. Don't believe it, never ever. It's just fake news, fake things that society tells to keep girls below somebody else. Call it male chauvinism or something like that. But Even though there are males and females who tell that girls cannot drive or things like that, always remember that there are also people like my dad who actually encouraged a girl to drive. It's like what Malala said. He made her that way, which means her dad is the one who made Malala that way. So he is responsible for she. It depends on your attitude. That's pretty much it. And so here I am relaxing. After some time, I would go to get some more sunshine, which actually improves your healing, hastens it up. I remember that for my previous very hard to remove wisdom tooth, I got lots of sunshine, and even Dr. Uncle was amazed that the wound had healed within just a few days. He could pull out the string at that time, and he was amazed. I could see the surprise on his face. So, Mother Nature is such a very beautiful thing to inculcate in your life. If you want to do a lot of things within the 24-hour span of time that is given to each of us, where we reach would depend on how we utilize that 24 hours. So, have fun.